So I kept hearing a lot of noise over here, and I knew it was, you know, it's from the rain, but it turns out to be, listen how loud this is, where the rain's hitting this insulation. That's kind of strange. But anyway, Hugh has pretty much all of the batten finished. He has the windows in and trimmed. He has the flashing on the roof up top, a little bit of trimming here and there. But I noticed earlier today that we have some lisianthus beginning to color up. And the funny thing, or the strange thing I should say, is that the ones that are coloring are the Roseanne brown. So when I first saw them, I thought, oh no, something is wrong with my lizzies. But it's not. They're just going to be those odd colored Roseanne browns. Chelsea loves, she just absolutely loves all of the antique looking flowers, like the queenies and the zinnias and wallflowers and anything that kind of looks a little smoky, I guess, like it's fading already. I'm not so much a fan, but that's what makes the world go round. We're just all different. So our florist, our event florist that we took the flowers to today, they were very, very, very pleased with our flowers. And it looks like they're going to be handing off to us a Coolbot. Now, they were just wanting to give it to us. We just can't accept something that expensive. But they have two, because one, they had, well, anyway, it's kind of complicated how they ended up with two. But they don't need the one, and that will be such a blessing for us, because the Coolbot, if you remember, is what we will plug into an air conditioning unit in our cool room, and that will trick the air conditioner and actually shoot the temperature down to as low as 34 degrees. It's absolutely remarkable what they do. And you know, that's such a blessing for people, for small farmers and florists and people like us, because otherwise, hold on a second. There, that's better. Otherwise, if you want a cooler type situation, you have to buy the big refrigerated units that are actually, you know, can be at least $10,000 and way upwards of that. It's a little bit dark in here, so let me see if I can find the lizzies I saw earlier today that were coloring up. There's one of them. And I know that just looks strange. It just looks like it's not a happy Lizzie, but it's actually going to be the kind of antique brown ones. And I think I saw one over here somewhere, but I can't wait till we get some of the other color. And I'm still not seeing anything else color up. But come on, guys, hurry up, hurry up. I have ordered some fertilizer for in here, and it's odd fertilizer. I'd never heard of it before. It's 15015. Here it is. There's the other one. But you see the strangeness of the color? It's just odd. But that's Roseanne Brown. Pull it up online. Roseanne Brown lisianthus. And we'll see how they do. But anyway, getting back to the florist. today. They were very, very pleased, and I think we're going to have a nice working relationship. And the fun thing is that this particular florist is a mother-daughter team. And the really odd thing is that they homeschool and have even the daughter, like my Chelsea. You know, we homeschooled for 17 years, and this mama homeschooled her daughter, who is probably Chelsea's age, maybe a little bit older, probably for, all the way through her school years. And the daughter's children are ages 10 and 12, and they homeschool. So we had an enjoyable time just chatting with them and getting to know them a little better. And so Chelsea, when we left, because she knows I hate tomorrow's market, and we are so unprepared for market, she came out and cut some this evening while I'm working on getting plants. I got about 1,000 seedlings started, but the rain crept up on her and put an end to cutting. So we're going to have to get up and get out here early in the morning. But I think that instead of making the big books for market anyway, we're going to go back to what we were doing last year and just taking buckets of the unwrapped flowers and just let people put their own little bouquets together. Of course, I still want to take the mason jars because those sell so well for us at market. And we also have the 2 deliveries tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be kind of grueling. It may end up that we won't be able to make the deliveries until Friday morning. And if that happens, it just happens. This event florist order just kind of threw us behind a little bit. But we're very, very thankful for it. But like I was saying, because I don't like market day. I mean, it's fun when you're there and you get to meet a lot of really nice people. But getting ready for it, it is just kind of grueling. It is hours and hours and hours of work. And then we leave about 2:45 to get over there and set up by 3:30. And the market runs from 4 to 7. And then we tear down and come home. And it's such an exhausting day. And most of the time, it is rare that we hit $200 in what we sell. I mean, seriously rare. Most of the time, it's about 125 to 150. And so Chelsea said today, after we finished up with our little florist friends, she said, "Now see, Mom," she said, "going to the market actually serves such a purpose, because if we hadn't been at market, we wouldn't have met this event florist and her daughter, and we wouldn't have ended up with a cool bot." And so you could actually say that last Thursday's market, including the flowers that we sold to the event florist, just showing you the cattle up there, and the cool bot, even though it's used, they're still very expensive. And they're going to give our information to other florists in the area that they work with. And then, we sold about $130, $140 at market. So, let me see. We had about a $900 market last week if you just combine all of that. Plus, we have more people to work with, more florists to work with, and so it's going to serve a really big purpose. So yes, I agree with Chelsea. I hate to admit that, but I agree with her. We'll continue going to market, not with the expectation of making money, but with the expectation of meeting people and connecting with people that will help us to meet our goals. Very cool. All right, y'all. I'm going to head inside. I think I am finished for the day. I just ate a bowl of Frosted Flakes. Let me see, what was it? No, it's not Frosted Flakes. Well, anyway, the little wheat biscuits with sugar on one side, whatever they are, the old-fashioned. That's what I had for supper. Hugh had grilled hot dogs, so we had a really healthy dinner this evening. Oh well. I love y'all much, and I hope your evening is wonderful. Bye, y'all.